Hey there, Keiko. Hi. Being a good girl. As part of YouTube policy, every single YouTube video has to have a cat in some way. So I figured I would just basically go through and show you guys where I'm living now. I'm in my parents' basement. I know how ironic that is, being almost 35 years old and living at home again, but circumstances have come up there. No longer employed, which I'm actually pretty damn happy about. That job was absolutely freaking god-awful. But I'm actually going to school in September. A network database administrator is what I'm going for, so I'm going to be starting my career path, so that's going to be pretty damn awesome. I am hyped up for it. Most of the course load I took a look at, I already know about good 80%, but who knows, maybe there's other things I can learn too. You know, I'm not going to go in there with an attitude of, yes, I'm going to know everything right off the bat, and I'm going to be there to learn. Apologize about the video quality. I am shooting this off of my cell phone. Tried this with my webcam. Doesn't really work too well. It's just too shaky and it doesn't come across too well. So the cell phone seems to be working better. So just give you a quick run of my little room, where I'm at. It's drastically changed from the first time I was living here years ago. Definitely made some upgrades and have some furniture. And the cat, like you saw earlier, Keiko. Checking out the floor. My ugly toe. What are you sniffing for? Good girl. Alright. So start off. Fun little scope here of the room. Bed, couch, TV. Evo's going right now, so I have that hooked up to the main screen. And gaming stuff. First walk in. Computer desk and chair. Probably the best piece of furniture I own. Couch. Then to the immediate right, hid behind the door normally. The door opens up just right, fits into the couch here, is my first little game shelf. Where I have Wii and Wii U box, 3DO Gold Star. You can see the original price, $299.99. I did not pay for that price. I think I got this off eBay for like $50, a really good deal. This is the Gold Star. I still have my FZ1 and 10 in boxes. And my Super Scope 6, complete in box. And the first shelf down here I have, let's see, PlayStation games, the imports there starting on the left. Lupin. And the top ones are actually some old burned copies I found. I have my PlayStation's plug modded, so I have some old burned copies, but a lot of them I ended up getting in the physical copies here too. Just moved across some PlayStation 1 games. Then Dreamcast down at the end. This is probably looking a little blurry, so I apologize about the quality. Like I said, it's just cell phone camera. Second shelf is all my MVS games. Unfortunately, with my room and the basement being the way there is, there's no way I could move my 400-pound machine in the basement, so it's currently chilling in my garage. Before winter comes, I'm going to take out the board in there so it doesn't freeze and break any of the connections, but here's all the MVS games, then PlayStation 4, and my Blu-ray movies. Let's see, I have one of the best bad movies of all time, Samurai Cop, all signed. Awesome. Same thing for Samurai Cop 2. I was in on the Kickstarter, so I got the signed copies of it. Battle Royale. If you have not seen, if you have not seen this movie, definitely track it down, watch it. Do not watch the second movie. That's just a pile of crap. Alright. Then on the very bottom here in the dark, we have 3DO. I love FMV games, and this is one of the best atrocities ever, Space Pirates. It's definitely look up the YouTube walkthrough. There's a complete playthrough online for this. It's a laugh and a half. It's a great game. But down here is all my 3DO games. Then I have this is just basically, Dreamcast controller course. This is full of different movies and old anime, and the original Xbox One right down here, the Behemoth. And the very bottom cabinets I have, I know I have my Dreamcast in there, and my Genesis Model 1 is over there hidden in the dark. You probably can't see it either. I actually have my PlayStation 1 out. I'm cleaning it currently, because it normally goes down there too. Then over here I have the bigger shelves hidden partially by the computer desk. On the top, wait for it to focus, there we go, the old Genesis Streets of Rage, then the Sega Saturn collection. So I'll move a little closer over here and move my chair out of the way. And there we go. Over here, the Virtual Cop with the stunner, which is black. In the United States, they released the gun version. It was a orange, so that got changed. $32 on top. House of the Dead 2, the gun set with the gun import. And Art of Fighting, Neo Geo, but it's one of the only full complete MVS kits I have. Come on in, Keiko. A lot of MVS games, like I showed before on the other shelf, were just shipped out like that. It's rare to kind of get these complete boxes once here. Then I have Sakura Wars, Sakura Tyson. I have two of these here. They're actually both the same copy, B-side. I was trying to get A and B, and the guy accidentally mistakenly shipped me another B, so I was like, whatever. You know, I have two full complete ones. This is the one that has the mouse too. And then all my import games. All my Saturn games. The exception of the Mega CD there on the top right, that is a Japanese copy of Double Switch. I love FMV games. Love them to death. They're absolutely cheesy and they're great. I love them. So let me get a weird camera angle to put this back. And Psychonauts. New and unopened. Oh, not Psychonauts, Police Knots. I only keep saying Psychonauts. Dyslexia kicked in, I guess. Psychonauts also another good game, but this is Police Knots. Alright. In the end, I have some other Saturn games and Sega CD, just kind of bookending it. Ironically enough, I don't own a Sega CD, so these games that I do have, I just play them on emulator. On the shelf below, I have all my Genesis games. All these are all the box copies. Let me pull back a little bit more. All the box copies I have. And then to the right of it, of course, the Sega games, the loose ones right here. Stacked up on it. Sonic and Knuckles blocking the way. And then my 132X game I have boxed with Star Wars Arcade, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. And these are the 32X games that have been in another video that I showed off when I was cleaning these horrible carts that I got from my now ex-landlord. But I'm still glad he gave them to me. And I have Project Echo. While not a game, is still a great anime. Watch this movie. It will crack you up. Especially if you're familiar with old school 80s anime. This is great. This is one of my best comedies. It's one of the few ones I actually prefer the English language dub to it versus the Japanese track. English is just a hell of a lot funnier. I have the Wii U. The only reason why I have a Wii U is because of this game. It came with Bayonetta. I bought Bayonetta 1 and 2. Together. This apparently now has become a lot more expensive that Bayonetta's in Smash, but great game. Love it. Mario Brothers, 3D World, and Nintendo Land, I have not played yet. Still have not played them. And I have my import Nintendo 64 games, and my boxed Nintendo 64. Down here, next level down, getting a little bit darker. Like I said, apologize, I just have only one kind of central light. Is Mario and Wario for the Super Famicom. That has a mouse included with it. Game is full in English right off the bat. There is no Japanese in it that I've seen. I don't know why they did not bring it out to the States, but that's just kind of what happened. Then my box Super Famicom games, PlayStation Portable. It's kind of a little dusty. Some DS games on the top. Bravely Default. Super Nintendo games. Hi, Keiko. And then get on to my Super Nintendo and little figures my mom got me. Super Nintendo games. Then we have Super Famicom right next to it because I love importing Super Famicom games. Super Mario World, or aka Super Mario Brothers 4, as it was known in Japan. And I think it was Yoshi's Island right next to it. Yep. It's Yoshi here in the West, Yoshi in Japan. Both basically mean alright or okay when you translate it. And then I have my loose Nintendo 64. Pilot Wing 64, love this game. And it's just all stacked up through. And my Nintendo 3DS. The Super Mario and Luigi edition I bought while in the middle of a bad flu fever dream. That's why I learned I had to take off my cards off of eBay, because I bought myself that, the 3DS, a couple games, and Battlefront 4, Battlefield 4 expansion pack. I was like, why is there $300 missing from my bank account? And that's when I realized that in my fever dream I had kind of purchased those items. And way back here in the back, it's probably too dark for you to see. I apologize. Maybe I can fix this a little bit later in editing. In the far back against the wall, I have my couple PlayStation Portable games. Then it goes PlayStation 2 games, Xbox One down the bottom here, then 360, and then GameCube. And of course these are just, extra headphones and portable hard drives here in PlayStation 3. What I love about the GameCube is that you had the American version. This is the size of the cart for the United States, and this is the size of the import games. They are ridiculously small when you compare them to. They just save up a lot more area and space. That's kind of neat. It's a small little GD disc in here. You don't really need, or GD-ROM, I think that's what it was. You really don't need all these humongous carts. It's kind of like the 3DO did as well. Started off with really gigantic boxes and kind of realized, hey, we can put these in CD jewel cases. We don't need to be wasting all this space. Alright, and computer, of course. Awesome sci-fi computer. Loud fans, but it's great. Got my GTX 960. Let's move this back. Have the TV. Really want to get myself an HDMI out, because right now I have to, anytime I want to switch from my computer screen right there to my television, I have to crawl underneath and unplug the HDMI cable and plug in the new one. HDMI splitter will save things up. Webcams on the top. Thinking about doing some streaming and just sitting here on the couch where I'm currently at, where I started the video. Then I have Nintendo 64, the Wii U, Sega Saturn, GameCube, Genesis Model 2, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation 4. And those headphones you see there are the Surround Sound 7.1. They're really awesome. They give you a pretty good sound, not too much of the bass department, but the surround is really neat. Problem is that these are the wired versions, and the wired ones are not that comfortable. After about 30-35 minutes, your ears start to hurt. At first I was thinking it was just me, then my brother tried them out, and he's like, no, these things, they hurt your ears after a while. And then I have my PlayStation 3 there in the corner and a spare keyboard in the back. It's USB. I need to take apart my PlayStation 3. It's having problems ejecting discs, so I need to figure out why that is. It's probably about maybe 1 in 10 will pop out. So something with the drive arm. I know that there's going to be a special screwdriver I'm going to need to get into it, so I need to look that up and just buy it. Which is also what those screwdrivers you may have seen earlier over while I was taking a look at the Super Nintendo. Those are basically the blue ones there with the handles. If you go back to it, are the ones that let me get into just about every single system you can think of. Then over here, just for the moment, along with Teachings of Buddha, which is a great book, is my wrestling stick. Not a fan of wrestling at all. I really do not like professional wrestling, but I got this stick. This is a 360 version for like $25, $30 on sale, and I had a PlayStation 3 stick that I had modded many years ago. These are all genuine Sanwa arcade parts that I put into it, because these sticks are able to be mod. This is a Sanwa mod as well. It's a bat top. I love bat top. I'm just used to playing them here in the States, grew up playing the arcades with the bat top sticks, so got that mod put on. And this has an 8-way gate inside versus the traditional 4 for the Japanese. And that's pretty much it for the entire room. So reason why I modded that stick is because I was playing Street Fighter V and having problems I've famously complained about. My friends, who I'm sure are all sick and tired of me complaining about, is the input lag in that game, 8 frames. And then I have a PlayStation 3 fight stick. Really good stick, love it. It's really nice, big, heavier, a lot bigger than that one over here. But it's not supported by the game, so I had to use Droid to Key. And that, with the stick on top of it, is adding like an extra 2 to 3 frames of lag on top of it, so it made an already input-heavy game that's hard to get into there even worse. So, fortunately, I had that 360 stick, went through, gutted it, replaced it with the parts from the PlayStation 3 stick I was using before into the 360 here, so I can plug it directly on the computer. Works better. I can play the game a lot easier, but I'm still not a fan of it right now, so hopefully they'll fix it in the future. But enough about rambling. Just wanted to finish up that little video and say, yeah, this is my little room. It's where I hang out. quite comfortable, and I'm kind of enjoying my time here. Hopefully I'll be getting another job soon, a little something part-time once I start up school, see how I handle that, and get myself a career, get my job going, get my life going in a gear. It's 35 years old almost, time to get my ass going. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.